Hi everyone, welcome to another Howard's Coin Finds on YouTube, eBay and Facebook. And you can follow, friend and share, subscribe to them and here. You can follow me on eBay too. And hello Christine, waiting patiently. I didn't know you could wait patiently. Can you do that? You're up there. I don't know how early this thing shows before I actually hit the button to go live. Darren, how you going? Welcome back. Anyway, I've got a lot of $2 coins to look at. Like, way too many. So anyway, I've got 28 rolls, and this is the only one with a colour end. And this one tonight is the only one that's probably going to be a 10-cent roll. All the others have got the correct, they're all correctly rolled like that. But over the last couple of days, they've been wrapping them in side out in 10-cent rolls. They must have got their paper. But the ink looks a bit light. Well, they've changed it. I know what they've done. So anyway, I'm not opening that yet. This one's getting that one. First off the rank, Jobby and Michael Hector straight away. That means that it's on. I've got 28 rolls to find a beat. Geez, look at everybody's talking. I haven't looked over. And then, how you going? So Darren and his kids just did $1,000 worth. 2 Canberra, 4 Invictus, 2 Poppy. The gold Poppy, 1 changeover, and a few other woolies. That's it, mate. Yep. So you got 7 non-colour over 1,000. That's probably double what I'd expect. 2 Canberra. Yep. You're lucky you got 2. Be 1 to 2 on 1,000. That's average. And then all the woolies. Yep. So it's pretty much, that's probably average for 1,000. Anyway, that's good. 4 Invictus is good. They're pretty scarce down here. They're only 2.5 million. And I keep them out of those non-colour. I don't. The other 2 I don't. I've got plenty of the changeover and the Poppy, and they're plentiful. You find them all the time. But the Invictus I don't. But you do. You got 4 of them there. So yeah, Wags the dog, the Wiggles, 4 $2 coins to get for a set. I'll put that one up there. I'm sort of going to be shortcutting talking. I've done it again too, didn't I? I've got to get these done quicker than I've been doing them, because I've been talking too much, getting off track. I'm trying to answer the chat. That takes a bit. So yeah, anybody new? The chat's not, my chat's not in front of me, it's to the left. And if I get there when I get there to answer anything if I see it. If I've got to scroll up too far, well, I'm sorry I've missed it. If anyone's dropped in and I haven't said hello. And if you dropped in and left, well, if you're still listening, bye-bye. But yeah, my coins, I'm looking straight here in my screens that way for the chat. So, and I can't look up anyway, even if it was in front of me, because I'm trying to find, I've got to check these. I'm looking for errors on them too. There's the lest we forget, 4 million or 3.9 something. And I get one of these every noodle. I've got it straight off the market tonight, second roll. So that's all right. That's nice too, that one. Out of, I don't know, I think I've found about 6 or 7 the last week. one I put back. It was just too dirty, so I didn't want that one. And I know I'm going to keep finding them for some reason. They're down here in Victoria. I don't know about anybody else with them. That's going to be a Fuji. It's going to be one of the Olympic coins. Yep, it's the green. Oh, you couldn't see it. I had it that way because it's got all that gold and silver through it again. The modelled planchet. Now, if it is a composition floor where it's not mixed right, but you know, it's ticking all the boxes. It's both sides. It's on the edges. Goes right through. Anyway, that's the green team emblem for the 2021 Olympics, but 2020 dated. Minted them the year they were supposed to be the Olympics. Yeah, so you got 5 rings there, 5 colours, and a Paralympic to get. And that one, I've got all of these together, and I've had a good look at them. And, well, they're all consistent, and it's under the colour. It's under that paint too. On the other ones I've got some real beauties. It's under there. And the only way it could be under there was before before it got painted. I mean, that's pretty obvious. The paint's not affected at all. And they're just gold. When they're all, this one's more silver than the others. But that gold is it's just a totally different gold colour altogether. This is Nordic gold. That's pure gold colour. Real weird. That makes about 19 of them or 18, something like that. Not that of all of them together. The vast majority are the Fuji. You know, about 9 or 10 or 11 of them. And I've got a full set now because I found a black ring, and that was like that. So I've got a full set of 6. So I've got all 5 colour rings, and the Paralympic is gold and silver, like that. So yeah, I've got to check it further, but yeah, it's ticked all the boxes already, as far as I'm concerned anyway. And especially since it's under the paint, being under the paint and the paint's not affected, it nearly seals its deal to me that it's got to be the planchet to start with. And the only way it's getting like that, it doesn't go through colouring or nothing like that, is that it got stamped out on more or less to the edges of a sheet where it didn't mix properly. You know, it's been in the furnace, done all that, gone through and got rolled. It'll spread, the minute it'll all push to get, you know, with the heat, it'll also make that all mix in. And you can cut one of these through and you'll never see silver in it. So that's the other thing, even though there's zinc and tin in there, you won't see it. It doesn't show. Same as the 20 cents, that's got copper in it. You can cut through, you won't see it, but I've got those copper, well, I've sold them all. The copper metal floor where it didn't mix properly. And usually that would be at the edge of the sheet that they've got. So when it gets mixed, this is all perfect, and it's sort of pushed out. It's like concrete and all the slurry to the edge. And that's where these metal compositions are happening for sure. Is right on around here where all the slurries ended up, and the non-mix is just when it's poured, it's just all pushed, you know, broken apart again, and it goes back together again with the heat. You know, it's all doing that, and it gets to the edge, gets a bit cooler, and it hasn't mixed properly. And yeah, you'll get those metals not mixed, a bit like an unmixed cake mix. You can see it all through it, or a sundae with the swirls through it, and that's why it's got to be both sides and the edges. If it's, you know, well, sometimes the edges, not always, but it has to be right through. It's from one side to the other. That's the first thing with a metal composition floor. It's not one-sided. If it's not mixed right, it's not mixed right. that's both. It's right side. It can't just not be mixed here and okay here. We're talking about all metal that is swirled together. So metal compositions will always have to be both sides. The edges, well, sometimes depends. 10 cents. It's there a little bit. It's hard to see. But on these ones, you can see all of it. On the edges, both sides, under the paint. Yeah. So anyway, pretty good because I've got a fair few of them. And that's what I reckon anyway. If it is that composition flaw, that's where it's going to happen. It won't be in the middle of the sheet. And that, when it gets poured, it gets all poured. The pressure of the metal coming down, it keeps it all mixed as it was out of the what do they call it, the cubicle or what? Oh, can't think of the name now. Yeah. Anyway, out of the big pot. Pour the sheets, roll them, pour and roll. Yeah, and anyway, it doesn't all mix. And that's your metal composition flaw. It's just improper mixed, whatever material it is, whatever copper or nickel or aluminium bronze. Anyway, that's what I'm hoping it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, and I'm like amazed at how many, because I've only had like 8 in 25 years. Extremely hard to find, and I've got all of them, and they've come from 2 different banks, and they've come from over 3 weeks. So it can't be like those ones I found a heap of them. It can't be that something fell in the hopper and it was just that, because that would have been emptied already with the coins being rolled at Armagarden. So it ain't that. Because they're coming in at different times, different lots. Plus that machine down there's been broken for 8 days, 7 days. So they've been taking their coins everywhere else. Anyway, good score. Real good score. Especially for what they sell for, just the one metal painted for. Let alone if I got a full set of 6. Yeah, and they're all golden and silver, all of them. Anyway, I've stopped. I'm talking, I'm looking, but I'm sort of a bit slow too. But we'll pick that up now. Any cut errors and that I'll see, I'll pick them out. Any lamb flaws I see, I'll pick it out. Die cracks, yeah, if I see them, pick them out. If there are even any on there. Extremely hard to find anything on $2 die cracks. I'm going to look over to my left, just make sure there's nothing popping up before I leave it, and I'm just going to have a look to say hello to anybody I've missed. Hello to everybody anyway, if I've missed, I'm getting there. Michael, I said hello to you, and the bees are on. Jobby, I said hello. Michael, Darren, Christine, Rose, hello. There you are, right there. Your stuff went off. I sent you that email. Thank you very much. Did it? Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm reading a bit so I can get in the. See, that's all right. You're just saying hello and blah blah blah. That's all right. Cool. All right. Let me see how many minutes I'm at. Seconds. Yeah, that's about 10 seconds. Yeah, doesn't matter. So yeah, I'll move that over there so you don't see that white. Let's flip them. Get them done. So I want a poppy or I want a coronation, but I tell you what, I'll take the bee first. I think I'd rather get a bee than the poppy or the coronation, because I get a roll of bees off Michael. If he lives up to his word, man, I get a whole roll of 2022 bees, and then I'll crack them open just like this on a live. So everybody want to be in here too. Get it? Everybody want to be in here too. You wouldn't want to buzz off. Peter, snapper, there you go, buddy. And yeah, in the live, I'll open it up and I'll give some away. But you're going to have to be in the live because it'll just be closest number. I'll just do that. Just write a number down. Everyone gets one chance, you know. I'll say stop, and closest gets a B point. So I think that's pretty good. But you have to be in the live. So subscribe to be in here so you can chat. And that's if I get a B. And that'll be courtesy of Michael Hector for the gracious donation, and then giveaway. I give away half of them anyway, so hang on, what's 25? Got to make it even. 10. I'll keep 15. Anyway, it's a dream, isn't it? If I get one, but I got one last week, and I mean that was totally unexpected. I can't remember what day it was, but totally unexpected. But I added up just from Monday. I've put $8,500 back in, so I've turned it since that it would be Saturdays there that I did, not including what I've got here now that I put. So with this, that's about 10,000 since Saturday. Yeah, then another 10. Plus I had 10, plus I had 4. So yeah, I'm on about 25,000 in 2 weeks at the moment. Yeah, quite a bit, and I tell you, there's not much chop for it either. I wouldn't go screaming home about it. It's quite a lot of coins. Quite a lot of travelling back and forwards. My back carrying these stupid things. I've got a backpack with wheels on it, so I drag it around. It's still heavy on the back. When I feel a bit silly pulling the stupid thing and I put it on my back as a backpack, geez, there's about 10 kilos or something going on there. It's pretty heavy. Anyway. So yeah, a lot of bother, a lot of mucking around and a lot of stuff, and you know, there's a few good ones. I mean, I've got a few good ones, but they're just not consistent. There's just not enough of them for that, you know. I mean, it's one coronation at the moment, but then again, I got that Gold Coast 2018 coat of arms for the 2018 Commonwealth Games, but the Gold Coast coat of arms, the middle one, the red one, I finally got one of them because Rose wanted that one. I got one yesterday. So yesterday I was at what, 23.5? It was $24,000 to get one. It's only, so you know, the numbers don't lie. That's what I love about maths, and I love about coin. The numbers do not lie. No matter how much you think, no, they don't lie. I've done 24,000 and I found one single Gold Coast coat of arms. So you know, if you're looking for them, well, you're gonna have to be doing $1,600, $1,800 a day for 14 days, going back and forwards to the bank to try and get one. Eh? Well, here anyway, where I am. So, but yeah, stats don't lie, numbers don't lie. That's what I love about it. It's when you look at the stats on things like that and you don't realise how much you got. When you find one, you don't, unless you remember back and jotting it down, everything. You might not realise how much you've actually gone through just to find that one coin. And God knows how much you've got to go through if you wanted to actually, you know, I don't pick a coin that I'm looking for. They just turn up. There's no way that you want to be sitting here, sitting noodling and picking, you know, you can hope for your coin and stuff, you know, Kairos and all that. But the truth is, I don't think of anything there because they're so hard to find. And then the ones that you do find that I'm finding pretty common, yeah, they take up that average of 2, you know, 1 per 800 at the moment, I'll put them at. Any camber colour, 1 per 800 bucks. They need 16 rolls, 1 per 16 rolls. And that's what they're working at, and I keep getting that. So if I actually said, look, I want to get the 2020 75th anniversary, which I did find one, only one in 24, if I turn around and I was actually hunting for that, yeah, I mean, you could go 100 grand. You could go 200,000 before you find one. I've only had 4 of them in what, $270,000 worth of 2s in the last 2 years now. It's probably way more than that 270. It is. It's way more. I'm over 300,000. Way over it. I know I am. In 2 years, and yeah, I got 3 of them, and I have 4, and that 4th one was just in this last fortnight lot, 25 now, 25 now, and 1, but it was all. Oh, it wasn't bad. It was, see the back of that, how the back of that is? That's what it was like. It's like that. And the front. It's real scummy. You can see it, but it's really weird. It looks like it's got a wax coat covering, but it's not. So I don't know what's got on it, but it looks weird. Yeah, so anyway, you know, you can hope for ones, you know, but if you have actually put you know, ones that you want to actually get, well, good luck. I just go with the flow. That's the only way. Just go with the flow. What you get is what you get, and just get a big surprise when the bee jumps out, because I wasn't looking for it. I mean, I'm looking for all of them, but I'm not expecting any cameras to be jumping out at me, I'll tell you. So, the woolies, yeah, no problems. Not many of them are going to make me ooh and ah. Anyhow, I'm talking too much, and I better look over here because I've probably missed somebody. Peter Butterworth, how you going, buddy? No coins tonight, footy reunion, and decided we'd watch Howard instead. Oh, thanks, buddy. Keep you company. I'm talking non-stop. Hang on, if you find a beat tonight, I will send you a 1985 50 cents. Oh, will you? Thank you. That'd be real nice. It's not going in the gratitude coin album. Hey, but it's Gary McEwen here. I'm going to put that $1 that he sent me, Eric, the $1 1988 $1 error that he sent to me. It's got about 5 cuds on it, more than I've seen on any of them. I'm going to put that in the gratitude album for him anyway, so he's in there. But he's already in there. Because, yeah, no, Wisey sent me 2 honeybees, I remember. And they're in there. I said hello to Rose. Jobby, I haven't missed anyone. Joe normally gets in there and I miss her because her profile picture sort of blends in a bit with Jobby's and Wisey, and yeah, and she sneaks in there and I don't see it. Anyway, hello Joe, if you drop in now. Oh, there's Gary right there. Gazer. Yeah, we're going to put that dollar in the gratitude corner up there. I'll put it in the 2x2 and write it on there. But yeah, it's good. Brian, did I say hello, Brian? There's Brian, sorry. There's Brian. Oh, Brian's still waiting for the coins from the mint. 10 hours. Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you my hours that I've spent trying to get some other ones. It'll blow you out, mate, and I still missed out. That's why I've had enough of them. I'm really, woohoo, down to 38 minutes in the damn RAM queue, been on since 7:30 a.m. It is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. They're useless. That's all I can tell you. They sent me a thing to do to write out for them, to help them out in ways they can do in the mint. They did. They sent it to me, and well, I didn't reply back. They can do it themselves, work it out themselves. They're not paying me. They want to pay me. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Hi Gary. Yeah. All right. So I've said hello. Everyone's just hello and then whatever. So let's shut up and get this party started. Nothing there. Let's take one from the middle. So I cut short today. I did say I got $1,400 of these twos. I got $100 of ones, which I did, I think, at 4 o'clock. Anyway, you guys were on. The plumber, he hadn't even turned up. I mean, they didn't even give me a time. They just said plumber's gonna drop by on Thursday. That was from the real estate. And I'm like, oh yeah, well they didn't give a time. I'm like, yeah. And anyway, they didn't even turn up. So I cut that short because I've got $100 of 50-cent pieces that I was going to do with those $1. I was going to do them together. But then I remembered they were coming around. So I cut it to ones, which was only 5 rolls. And I did that. And I got 10 rolls of 50s. Anyway, they didn't rock up. So there's the difference between the normal and this gold. And, you know, metal discoloration. Well, it's not discoloration because that's not true. That's the discolor. That's just mixed. Metal composition means a metal composition flaw means the actual composition is flawed. It's not as it's supposed to be. Just one color. And when it's not mixed right, well, that silver would normally dilute that gold and give it this color. But because it hasn't diluted it, you've got the undiluted gold and it's not silver, it's zinc and tin, but the color. And it has a mix, and so when it mixes like a cake, it'll do, you know, that's the best thing to say, it'll give it once it's finished, the whole mix looks chocolate or vanilla, whatever you got it, strawberry. But if you did a couple of swirls around and left it, it'll be darker and whatever fluid and stuff, you know what I mean? So, and that's what the metal composition is. It hasn't mixed, and this makes perfect sense that zinc and tin would dull that down or mix to it. This is the color well, that's the color that's produced when you've got the aluminium Oh, what did I say? Zinc and tin. Well, it's aluminium and bronze. So there's aluminium, bronze, but there's zinc in there too, I should say. Man, I got that wrong. I don't know why I said tin. Aluminium, bronze they are. So so anyway, that's the colour it should be when it's mixed properly. And this, to me, is when it's not mixed properly, because there is the colour, which is the aluminium, that would dull this and mix, and mix, and mix, and mix, and mix, until it looks that colour, which is a Nordic gold, really. And that's gold. Gold, gold. It's got the silver through it on the aluminium. Both sides, as it should be. And I've got a ton of them now. It ticks every box. I can't fault it. And especially the fact that that silver is going under the paint, which means there's nothing been spilled on it, done anything like that. I don't even know what would spill on it to turn a coin that's a Nordic gold colour into something that looks gold plated. You know, well, that's what it looks like, gold plated. But it's not gold plated because it's got the we'll call it silver colour going through it. So that's not what it is. Anyway, it ticks all the boxes to me. And I can't believe how many I've got. It's like hitting a gold field. Seriously, I'm pretty convinced that they are. I've convinced myself to. I've checked them over. I had a look. I've tried to think everything about what could have done them. They've come from different sources. It's all of the colours, which would be correct as well, because remember when they punch these out, they're blanks. They're not designated to go to the green and whatever yet. They're cut out. So all the ones on the edge were chopped out, and they're all blanks. And they've all mixed and gone off. And some have gone to the green, some have gone to black, blue, yellow, red, and the Paralympic as well, which makes perfect sense. They're all $2. They were all going to the same place to get. They were all for the same time of striking a coin. They were all coming to get struck as Olympic coins, and so that would make perfect sense that they all came off a sheet. They're all blanks. They've gone through, and then they've gone off. Well, I don't know if they've done one colour a day or whatever they've done, but that makes perfect sense that all the blanks were just for, that they brought in were just for these Olympic coins. And they had these in there, the bodgy planchets. They weren't mixed. I mean, that's silver and gold. That coin, it's really. And the one I found last night, Lizzie, the lizard in the middle, the whole middle is silver. This has got a lot of it in there, aluminium. But she was completely, that hole in the circle and her was aluminium and just shone. So you had this silver aluminium in the center of the gold. Anyway, they're really good. Really, really good. I like that stuff. Checking it out, working it out, getting the Sherlock Holmes to it, you know, working it down and down and down and down and down. That's what I do. And it doesn't matter, whatever is at the end of it truly is the answer, whether you're right or whether you're wrong, you know. You gotta whittle it down. You gotta work it all out. Anyway, that thing ticks all the boxes. I can't fault it for not being a planchet floor. Where it's a planchet floor, as in a metal composition floor, hasn't been mixed right. So anyway, I've got a ton of them. I can't believe it, and I've got a set of them, which is like totally amazing. And there'd be more out there. Maybe people just haven't realised. But there's going to have to be more out there, that's for sure. I keep coming across them over 2 weeks, different banks, and wherever Armago got them from, different lots of coins over different days they've got them in from wherever, the mint, whatever. Anyway, there you go. Got to look out for the odd stuff. Strange and odd is good. You always got to check it, research it, unless you can check it and see that it isn't anything. But if you think it is, then you still can't get it. You've got to do a bit of research, you know. And I'm just looking at that, you know. That itself has got an underlying silver edging in there. You know that? I can see it here. I can see just there, and I can see around the star and here that it's actually that coin. I can see that in it. See that difference? I don't know if you can just see it. That little difference around there. But it's a real shadow of silver. I picked it up as I picked it up. So that is a very faintness of what's going on with this coin. You can, I don't know if you guys can see it. I can just see it. You can see the, just in there, the silver streak, just bits. Sort of down there, even in between there. I just caught it as I turned it and thought it's got glints of it in there, which means that that's how the coin is. You know, that's what these coins have got in them. That coin's mixed, but I wouldn't say like 100%. It's like 99%, 98. I can see it through there. So if that's the case, that shows that if it's not completely mixed, that you'll see those traces, a little bit of the aluminium, not mixed. I can see on his eyebrows too, on there. I don't know if you can see. But anyhow, so that to me shows that these coins do have it in by natural, when it's, you know, where they accept it, or they just didn't pick that one up. It was a little not right on the edge, up a couple of centimetres or something, I don't know. But it does have those traces of that very lightly in it. So there's a connection going on there too. So it's another tick box, you know. Yeah. Well, here's the black 2020, and here's the correct colour. But I can see like slight traces like that other one. So maybe if we check all our coins on Circulating, that really stare at them, not just these, but even your elders, and really stare at them and see if you actually can see that aluminium in there. But if you cut it, you'll never see it won't be aluminium in there. If you cut through and you've got aluminium and bronze showing, no, they're mixed. And that's why the metal floor one I've got, it's not mixed. If you cut that one, I reckon you got a chance that you're going to, well, you should see swirls going through it if you cut it, this one. So if you cut that, well, it's got it all over this side. So I reckon if you cut that through there, or through there, because that's got the most silver, and see how far down it's penetrating through to here. And you can see it's corresponding over here. The mixing action, it would be around there and then out further and corresponding. So still ticking all the boxes, that's for sure. No bees, and probably everybody's not happy. I haven't been looking over. Yeah, it's all crazy. with the mint and they're selling. Alright, so there you go, yeah, big difference, yeah, it is. Rose, behave, everyone. Peeps, I mean, behave, peeps. Anyway, sorry, let's get back here. That's alright, everyone's doing a little matter. And I can try and find a B so I can be bad and not be mad. Well, I could be sad. Which is probably what I'll end up being. Anyway, I'm waffling, daydreaming, flip, come on. Give me the Coro, give me a B, give me a Poppy. Gimme. Nothing there. I feel like I've been in a daydream here. I don't know what's going on. I've done these coins. I just feel like everything's in this. I don't know. Slow. Look. Another. Do I get ripped off again? 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. How do they account for that being in the weight if they weigh these up? They seriously expect me to believe that their machine mistook that 2 for that 5? It ain't on the size. It's on weight. They know what each roll weighs here. And they know that the weight of the $2 can be 5.96 through to 7.2 grams. So 5.9, say 5.9 grams right through to 7.2 grams is what the $2 can weigh. And they don't even come near it. Under 3 grams, 2.83. So I got ripped off. That happened last time too. It doesn't happen often, but I don't care. I'm just amazed that they passed that 5 for a $2 when they should be basing their rolls on weight, because these were a given weight, so you can legally use these for their 6.6 weight, but they can go down to 5.9 and up to 7.2. And that's completely within the specifications of plus or minus 0.6 on 6.6 grams for them. So yeah, so they got to be really thick and heavy to even go over that, and to get down to 5.9. I've had these where they got no rim. It's nearly flat, worn right flat, and it still weighs up. I've never found anything lower than a 6.1, I think. 6.1. I think that's the lowest, 6.1 or 99. And ultra, like, you know, you're thinking you got a undersized planchet, really small, but no, you'd be quite surprised. You'll know when you got one, because it's going to be ultra thin, really ultra thin, and if it's over, well, it's going to be thick. But I don't think in the world there's anywhere that's got a planchet really thick enough to give you an over. You'd have to go for somewhere where it's going to be under a thinner planchet. But yeah, anyway, so there's a big variation on them. They've all the coins have got a big variation for their plus and minuses. The 10 cents is a beauty. I reckon an underweight 10 cent would have to be as thick as, not much about as thick as that. I haven't got a 10 cent. Well, this 5 cent piece here, a 10 cent would have to be as thin as that before it's even underweight. Because of the plus and minuses they give on that one. 0.49, so half a gram. So they're a half a gram either way on a 5 cent, on the 10 cent. So they're 5.65, and they can go up to 6.15 and all the way down to 5.15 before they're underweight. And you try and get something at 5.15. I've had 10 planchets and they still, you know, stuff, again, the 10 cents that you would swear is on a different planchet because it's so thin. You weigh it up and it's still within the specifications. And I think I did a video last year, maybe about 16 months ago, and I had one, and I weighed it up and I said, you guys, I showed you, and I said, I can't believe that it was still within weight. It was just paper thin. And I said, how thin do they have to be before they're underweight? You know, they're just like real, you know when they're on the different planchet. You know, different planchet for being a different weight, you'll know on any of them. Because they've got to be ultra thin. Well, they can be on a different one, not just ultra thin. Anyway, you get the idea. But their plus and minus weight is quite vast on some of them. We got the 20 cents is 0.78. So I'll tell you all of them. So your 1 and 2 cents is plus or minus 0.3 of a gram. And then you've got your, that's your 1 and 2 cents, both the same. And then your 5 cents is plus or minus 0.33 of a gram. So again, a third, same as the 1 and 2 cents, roughly a third. Your 10 cents is 0.49, so, you know, you can say half a gram there, difference. And then your 20 cents is a whopping 0.78 of a gram difference, plus or minus. And then your 50 cents is 0.96 of a gram. So nearly 1 gram difference can be either plus or minus on the 50 cents. So they can be 16.5 down to 14.5, you know. So that's really thin. And then you got your $1, that's plus or minus 0.66. And your $2 is plus or minus 0.6. So there you go. You can repeat that again and jot them down, but that's your plus and minuses that can be on those weights. And you'll be absolutely shocked at how big they can be and how thin they can be before they're classed as being under or overweight. They really got to be a massive difference. Massive difference. That's, you know, anyway, there you go. And of course, if you're going to do your weights and all that too, you've got to make sure that you got... Oh, let's weigh up I've got my little thing here. Let's weigh one up, do you think? Should I do a poll? Where's Paul? Is he here? I haven't said hello. Anybody turn up? I haven't said hello. Peter Butterworth, chocolate. You talk me into it. Bounty M&Ms, mate, they're beautiful. Who thinks he will find one tonight? Why is he? Yeah, thanks, buddy. You just never know. Let me just do this. And what we'll do while we're here, just having the muck around. Come on. That's it. Who hates it when their phone and all that just doesn't obey them? I get rubble when technology doesn't obey what I tell it. I've got a real problem with that. Not me having a problem, I've got a problem with technology not listening to you. There's gremlins in every machine, mate. He told us that in Gremlins. Anyway, turn her on. It's on grams. Let's just do for calibrating it, but I've calibrated it. So let's just pick a random task. 2010. 6.66 is what. No, sorry, 6.6. That's exact on what $2 should be. So 0.66, yeah. So it can be 7.2 to 6. Did I say 5.9? I thought it was 6.6 was the plus or minus, but it's not. I thought the weight was 6.66. Anyway, so that's absolutely spot on what a $2 should weigh. Close. That's well, that's gone down 5. That's a 5.2, 0.08 difference. Nearly 1/10 of a gram difference. Out difference there. 55. Let's see if we can get a thin one. Oh, we got a 48. That would be a good competition, wouldn't it? If I did that. Somebody guess what the lowest weight $2 coin is that I've got here. I'll weigh them all up. That's pretty good. I reckon there's got to be a 6.2 in here though. 6.2. I'm just marking around now, aren't I? Well, that's over. 6.4. 5.2. Nearly spot on. That's probably over. Under. That was going to be 6. 5.7. 5.8. 5.4. 5.5. 3. 5. Oh. 5.1. 5.2. 5.3. 5.2. Same. Oh, there's the 4.8. It's the lowest. So they're all basically in. That's the lowest one at 4.8. Well, it was. Anyway, so there we go. Yeah, and you can use them as a legal registered weight of 6.6. So I've read with all their coins because they're registered correct weights. So you can use them as a weight. Back to where we were after that little play around anyway. Come on, the honeybee. With my honey. Yeah, what's going on? Where am I at so far? We got 4 woolies and 1 Canberra, and I'm 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I've done 17 rolls. 17 rolls. So nearly $800 here, and got 5. 1 Canberra. So all the honeybee and everything, all of them, they must be in these ones coming up now, mate. So get that roll ready. I'm closer to finding a poppy than a bee, yeah, I reckon too, and another coronation. nothing really going on, is there? Come on, you rotten. Pay up. Let's take the second last one from the right. Get on the ball. There's just nothing going on. Anyway, it's exactly what I say about my average. I say run in every 3 rolls, but you've got to do it over a year, because you can do like this, and you can get not much. You can do $800. I've done that and had nothing, no colour at all. Non-colour, yeah, you get one of them. You get some of them usually. So yeah, it can be pretty disappointing sometimes, and then next time you do it, you know, you end up with like 24 coins, 30 coins, and $1,000, and $800 have done that. That's why I say it's a lottery, because it's been like that. It's always a lottery. Yeah, I turned these over, nothing. I did that the other night, and then I turned over Coronation in the second last roll. So yeah, lottery, who knows? I'm going for the back ones anyway, so if it was in the second last roll, it wasn't there this time. Rotten dog. Same as Sonny, how you going, buddy? Sam, yes, hello, welcome. Looks like you might know a few of the boys there. Not even an error, mate. There's no rim cuds on them. I'm checking them. There's nothing. Not even lamination flaws. Everything's getting taken out. Those TikTokers are taking everything. They need to wind back the clock and ease up. It's, stuff that I was getting plenty of, that was always plenty. I'm having to eat me words, I think, because it's just not happening. Yeah, so a bit of a craze going on, I think. I'm not on TikTok, I know, so, but who knows, there could be a bit of a craze going. And everybody anybody that's young is grabbing coins and checking them and keeping them, selling them. Well, that's why they're getting them. It's not for making collections, I'll tell you now. It's because they're worth money. Everyone's seeing dollar signs. But I bet half of them are going to give it up after a little while when they find they can't sell them. They might sell a couple of the ones that they got, but the vast majority, 98% of them, they won't be able to sell. Just caught up in fake news, getting them hyped up. Well, fake news as in trying to tell them that they're going to all get filthy rich if they find all these coins worth thousands. I've seen them in the paper, and that guy on TikTok, he needs his head red. He's giving everyone false hopes there. The other day he was in the Daily Mail, and he actually said $4,000 for a wavy 2, 20 cent. You know, the London with the wavy 2, $4,000. The guy's on Planet Zork, mate. $4,000. I don't think so, not a chance. Anyway, but he he says some crazy things like that. He had the pointed A the other way. I don't know why the Daily Mail keep putting him in there, but he had a pointed A the other week in there, and same thing. Man, I had pointed A's on eBay for 2 years, and I think I sold 2. You know, like, give me a break, and I had them at $3.50 each. And he's got them like they're hundreds. I couldn't sell them at $3.50 over 2 years, man. You know. Anyway, it's people like him that are giving them all false hope that all these coins are worth megabucks, and they're not. There's yet but a handful, and maybe some others that errors are unseen yet or something. But yeah, there's not many. And the hardest bit is selling them anyway. But those ones that they trying to get, they sell themselves. But he's more or less telling them everything, and I know they're not going to get them sold. That all dropped off. That was all big rage. Geez, I went through that pointed A, large head, pointed A 2004. I went through that stage. It was 2006, and you couldn't sell enough of them. Every single person out there wanted sheets of just 2004 20-cent pointed A's, and they were selling for I was selling them for $15 each, and they were going like hotcakes. And then they dropped down to $8, and then down to $5, and then down to $3.50. I had them, and I couldn't sell them. Nobody was buying them. So again, it's that, you know, say 95% of all the coins you buy and that are going to be worth less when you sell them. Whether you like me telling you or not, the truth will be there when you do. Just remember I told you. It's true. Yeah, the value just dropped off because it was just a fad, and it just dropped right off the price of them. Yeah, it happens. And, you know, let's face it, probably the 2019 Great Australia Coin Hunt, the A, Australia Post with the envelope privy mark, they're less now than when they first came out and everybody was paying $3.50s for them and all that. Not anymore. Same as the Colour Crux and the Great Barrier Reef one. So many people had got them and trying to sell them, they just killed the price on them. Anyway, so they're gone down to a loss too. Anybody bought them when they first came out? As do heaps of them. It's just a little fad. You know, it's crazy. People buy them. And I've been there as a seller, selling them when they've done it, I know. And I know that after that they've dropped right down because I can't continue selling them at that price. Because nobody wants them anymore. It's dropped right off. And I saw people with pages and pages of those 2004 pointed A's that they'd collected and showing their collections and that, you know. And they were paying, you know, $15 up to $50, depending on if you went to some of the nefarious sellers. Anyway, they're not getting their money back, ever, ever, ever. Amen. They're gone down to $3, whatever they are now, I don't know, $2.50, if you can even sell them. I haven't looked over for a while. Let me have a look. Peter. Christine. Yeah, I've still got one roll. There could be a honeybee in there yet, Christine. I'll get me little Harry Plopper wand out, and I can't think of any spells. Harry Potter. Make there a bee in there. Put a bee in it. Anyway, yeah. So Watch what you buy anyway. That's all I can tell you. Another one that's been ground down. All right, I saw a guy on eBay today. You want to be ashamed of himself. Absolute. Yeah. I do all these videos because I try and show people and try and teach people what things are out there in the world with coins and that, you know, and also try and pass on that it's logic. You got to understand how the machine works. You got to understand how they're made, where it comes. You got to understand those things, and so you don't get ripped off. And that's why I do these videos, so you don't get ripped off on eBay. That's why I started doing it in 2014, the very first 7 that I put on, or 8. And it's always been that, because eBay have got scrupulous people on there to rip people off. And so today I found one with a guy on there who's saying that he has the underweighted, is it the 1 cent euro or 2 cent euro or 10 cent euro planchet on $2. I forgot what year it was now. 2000. Anyway, oh, well, there was no year on it. That's right. There's no year on it. That's why I couldn't remember. So on this side, perfect minted was the elder. Look, no different to this, okay? No different to that. The rim, the field area to the rim and the thickness of, or to the edge and the thickness of the top of the rim is exact for a $2. And on this side, this one reminds me of what it is. On this side, it looks like this, but with the queen in the center, all right? So it was this effigy. So it was the queen, and all of this here was all beveled downwards with the queen in here. And on just here, I could see a mark there where whatever they did, they've put something around there and they've pushed it down, and it pushed it out and lifted this up. So it gave it a beveled edge like that, off this down to the edge. And they did it so it goes right out, and put a paper thin edge here. And then they said that that was on the euro, 2001 I think it was. Let's say it was a 10 cent. And they put a cut in there for when it was found, and the people talking about when they found one of these with on a euro 10 cent, and it was underweight, and this, and also the size of it was a bit must have been a bit smaller. And so the difference from what was in the picture in the news explaining to what his looked like here was sort of like it, all right, sort of, but he had a mark on his. And so on the euro one, wrong size, you got a queen here, and basically all around here it wasn't showing. But on the other side is exactly the same with this, exactly the same, where it's minted it, and it's so the planchet's the wrong size that this lip here it's right out to it, right out. It's like it's a bee's wing thickness, and it goes up. Anyway, my point is that's what that looked like in this cutting from the paper from one of the magazines. But the back of his was perfect minted. The back of the one that's on the wrong planchet, it's nearly like you can't see that rim. It's so thin, it's gone right out to it. And it also missed a bit of the design and everything. So anyway, my point is, he's got a normal $2. He's put something on here, put it in a press, pressed it out. I can see just by this one mark on the nose that he's actually he's filed this down on the angle within and kept within that rim there. And he's tried to mimic it. And he's even put the clip in from the paper. But it doesn't match it at all. Because one, if you look at the back of his $2, it's perfect. If you look at the back of the $2 on the wrong planchet, the Euro one, it's completely different. And so I thought, what an idiot. He's trying to sell this as that as being on the wrong planchet, and he can't even see himself in the pictures from the magazine that his coin doesn't match. So if he made it himself, he'd know. But if he bought it, he needs to have a look and see that he's got duped. He's got it for 153. The thing is, I had a look in the sold, and he sold it 3 times. And it's on again, and every time he's put there, non-bid sale. So the person that bid on it hasn't come through with the sale, and he's relisted it because of a non-payer 3 times. I've never had anybody that's not paid for saying, and then that happened to me again on the same coin. Not in eBay. I've been on it since 2005. That don't happen. He's fishing. He keeps putting it on. He keeps getting his mate to buy it. You see, keeps buying it because it's sold. But he puts it back on, and he's trying to cover his ass by saying it was a non-payment. You get that for 1, but not for the last 3 and possibly 4 and even more if I went back. So he's trying to sell this home job, making out that it's on an English or Euro 10 cent. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You'd have to look it up. And yeah, and that's what he's trying to do. Watch out. Anyway, that's got me goat today. Because of seeing him with that, and that having that PCGS grade in it I think was from that. Yeah, it was. And so just from that, he's done that, and then trying to show his coin to that, and it's not it. And the back of it, the reverse, it's not it, because it's a normal $2. He's left that normal. But the problem is, he's got 3 lines on there going across like that. So on the Elder, there's 3 Jurassic Park scratches. Perfect. Going there, there, and there across on the normal printed. Because whatever he's done, that's where he's held it or something. And he's left the marks going across on there. Anyway, he's an idiot, and he's ripping off people, or trying. So watch out for that one. English, Australian $2 coin on an undersized English planchet. Watch out for it. $2.50, it sold. Then he said, this is a non-payer, and so I've had to reduce it to $1.53. It's sold. This was a non-payer. I've had to relist this. It's sold for $1.47. Non-payer, I have to relist this. We'll see how we go this time. I'm not kidding it. That's in the sold, and he's got it on again now at $1.53 or $1.57. Huh? He's trying. He's fishing like crazy, I'll tell you. Oh, there's a Mr. Squiggle. Too bad it wasn't a B. I could get his nose and write B, that I found a B. Anyway, Mr. Squiggle, 2019, very nice. I'll find he's a harder one for me to find, but being on top, saying that, I've actually found him now. He's about the 5th one now. He's in nice condition too. He's the 5th one now that I found. He's Woolies. Come in a pack of 8 coins, they were. So there was 4 $2. Was it 8 coins for the... No, one of them was 8. Oh, no, that was Possum Magic was 8. Squiggle was 7. Yeah. So 4 $2. 2 $1, and a special 1 cent. and the $1 on the squiggles are 365,000, and these are 2 million each. So he's real nice anyway, like him. He's a woolies, but there's certain woolies that I'll take, and he's one of them. So anywho's people, that's all I'm saying. Just watch out on the eBay, and watch out when things are sold and you think that's the price of them. And that guy is proof what I told you last night, that even the sold area is a setup as well for shell bidding or friends bidding and then cancelling it. And then it shows is sold because eBay don't take that away, and they can both leave feedbacks to each other, and it can be cancelled straight away. And eBay allow all that, and that's allowing them to do exactly what that guy's doing. Selling it, it shows that it's sold because the mate bought it, he cancelled it, he put it back on again, said non-payer, but it was just his mate. Gets his mate to buy it again. It depends how he finished it. He says it's a non-payer. Now, his mate could keep buying that off him and keep cancelling it, and his mate won't get hammered by eBay for non-payments, because if the seller is the one that initiates the cancellation, then the bidder won't have any marks against him as a non-payer. So the seller just cancels it. His mate buys it, the seller cancels it, and the seller's got a few reasons they can put down. And anyway, eBay just accept whatever you say, and it's cancelled. They get to leave feedback in the sold area. It shows that it's sold. But he had to put in there that it was a non-payer, because it's going to look suspicious when the same coin is on there now for the 4th time without him putting a reason in there why he's done it. All right? It's a fake, and he's really pushing it to sell it. So that's the underweighted $2 on the Euro planchet. Do not buy it. I mean, it's the roughest job I've ever seen. I can see it's been beveled all the way around here. It's all pushed down. So he's pressed it first, and then he's filed all this off and then sanded it. I mean, a blind man could feel it. You're like Braille to him. They'll be able to tell you what type of file and the grade of the sandpaper that he used on it, you know? Anyway, I get really angry, and he's exactly why I started doing these videos. So everyone can try and get fessed up on what's real, what's not, what prices you should pay, and to watch out for don't trust what it says in eBay when it's sold, because so what? That doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything to me. You need to be looking at their feedback and see. You got to check everything. You got to get a sense of it, and you got to check it. I can't explain it all. It's a bit hard, but you do have to check everything, and don't take those solds for granted, because they can be rigged real easy, very easily. Anyway, blooper time. So I got 6 out of that whole 1,400. I didn't even get I didn't even see any non-colour, any 2012s, 16s, 18s. I definitely didn't see 18s. I didn't see 2012s. I flipped them all. And I didn't see any changeovers. So that is absolutely shocker. So I would expect 6 or 7 woolies, 3 non-colour, either combination of the 2012, 16, 18, and 2 Canberra. That's what I expect as the average, and I've been getting that, and now you can see how it can just drop off, and that's why you need to average over a year, because I got 24 coins the other night. 17 of them were woolies in, well, 1,600. Yeah, look, all that trouble going down there, breaking me back, getting all the coins, and look what I got. Jeez. So anyway, they're all good coins. So luckily, I'll keep all of them. That'll actually be the first time I'm actually going to keep everything that I've actually, that I've found. Because normally I'll go through and tell you, yeah, I'm not keeping that. The reality coins of what I really would keep. Well, believe it or not, every one that I found tonight. That's yeah, bummer. Oh, hold on. Who's contacting what? Hang 2 6. Oh yeah. All right. Let me write that down. So Snapper. Yeah, cool, Snap. Well, I've only got Wisey's phone number, haven't I? Is that what you want? Your phone number, or is it your address? Because I haven't got Wisey's email. He's only posted to me. Gary has my details. Why is he saying? He's Christine. I do too. Everyone's got your details, Gary, eh? Everybody that's got Gary's detail. Oh, that's got Wisey's details, I should say. Not Gary. Wisey's details. Send them to Peter Butterworth. Yeah, but I've got Wisey's address and phone number, so I'll give you both of them anyway. And ring him up, harass him. No, don't do that. But he was quite happy for me to give that to. I forgot who was supposed to contact me, but they didn't. Yeah, that's right, Darren. Yeah. But the thing is with me, as much as I say, well, whatever. The thing is, I'm happy with every time I noodle. I'm happy with whatever I get, and I'll go through there and pick out, the money coins, or I can put together with sets, or I can see potential in them, or till I decide what to do because I've got so many of them. And that one. And I have now with those ones, but yeah, this one's a ripper because I can see that's all silver in there too. I've got to put them all together. That's going to be unreal if they're all. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that they are, and I've got like 20 something of them, and I've only ever had what, I don't know, 8. I think 8 my whole life, 8, possibly 10. And out of that, 2 of them were 20-cent pieces, 3 10 cents, 2 5 cents, 1 50 cents. I think I had two $1, and maybe 3 $2. So what am I on, about 15, somewhere there. Yeah. In 24 years, so getting 24 in 2 weeks. It's been like hitting the quartz vein, for sure. And they are gold too. But I'm a bit over the moon with them because I'm really excited because they are. Like, I've got a ton of them. I can't believe it. It's just totally amazing. Totally amazing. And a set to top it off too. That's amazing. How many people have got a set of coins with metal composition for? It hasn't been mixed correctly. So I don't think there'd be many. I think that's, there can be. That's what I said before. There's going to be more. So somebody out there could have all the same, or find the same, or you guys do now. You take notice of them. And there's only 2 million of each, so they're still going to be scarce anyway. Yeah, that's right. Well, no, I wouldn't like this one back, Gary. Jeez, this aluminium bronze, multicolored, mixed floor. I mean, that's just silver right through there. And there's the gold. That gold bit you can see, that's the gold. Everything that's not that goldy colour is silver. Or aluminium. Yeah. The rings, it's on all of them. And it can't stain with it. It's the colour, the paint, and it's under it, and it's not affected. That's that's the crucial part to this, is that there's no effect there, and yet it's underneath it. So it has to be on the planchet beforehand. Yeah, beautiful. Anyway, so yes, all good. I like Wags the dog too, to tell you the truth. I don't mind him. I think I like blue somehow, because I love the blue Rio ring too, which is one of the best blues on any of the coins. Oh, the flame one is too, the same blue. Anyway, I like the blue. But yeah, look, that's 6 nice coins. If you need them, you got 6 nice coins. You got 2 for your set of Commonwealth Olympic Games there. You got the red, black, and the blue and the green. This is just, looking from here. This whole thing, that whole thing there is silver from there, around there, and up there. And in the rings there, when I look at it, it's goldy in that one and that one, but these ones here are looking rainbow, like rainbow. There's those 2 there, like those 3. Just on the right angle with the light coming in. And it's rainbow in them there, with them, which is another sign that rainbow's the aluminium in it. The copper and nickel, the 10 cents do it too. I've got videos on them where I found them while you guys were there last year, and that. They're all gone. And they sold for hundreds of dollars each. And they're gone. And they're very happy with them, all the people who got them too. Yes, so extremely rare is metal composition errors. Try Googling and finding any for sale. Anywhere in the world, not just here. Let me read what's going on. Hazel. Oh, Hazel. If I say Hazel, it's Rose. I love hazelnut chocolate. The old hazelnut chocolate Cadbury's, where they used to be like, right across the whole back. Every line, every square had a nut in it. I think now it's every nut buys them because there's only one nut in there. So, well, what a bummer. Yeah, it was. Michael gets to keep his bees again, yeah. But it was a nice try. Michael's buzzing off with his roll. Yeah. Be gone. Yeah, well, anyway. So, yeah, I better write that down for Peter. Snapper. Pete Snapper to Wisey. Yeah, that's cool. I've got his details here. Anyway, yeah, so phone number and address, is that okay there, Wisey? Is what I'm going to give to Peter. Yeah, that's it, Gary. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, go to the market. Yeah, flog them off the mate. Yeah, it's your best bet. And get you out too. You have a bit of fun, Even if you only turn over enough to go and buy some food and I don't know, something from the market that you want for home or whatever. That I used to do the markets, and as long as I made something, I could go and buy stuff in the market again. Like turn over and buy food and all that. It was a good day just sitting there talking to people. But not doing coins though. I was doing other stuff. It's funny that you said that, Christine, that you said you're organising that coin fair in Lock Sport up in Gippsland there. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you know who I'm talking to. You're the only Hazel anyway, if I said Hazel. Yeah, I don't want to call you coconut hair or bee hair. I've been called a nut on occasion. No, I don't believe that either. Christine doesn't believe Rose has been called a nut. Anyway, talking about nuts, I'm all nutty. I'm nutted out. I'm tired as. I've been up since, I don't know, 4:45, I think I got up. Might have been 3:30 this morning. Oh, and look, sorry, I'm eating my peanut now. Peanut M&Ms. I shouldn't have. But, as I say, you get me as I am. You get it raw. But I really shouldn't have. It's just looking at me, you know, when it's just sitting there. I'm not going to advertise them. When this hard shell with a nut enclosed looks at you. Well, actually, I'll take his brother anyway because it's softer. And they're all Bounty M&M, beautiful. Oh, 1 minute to go for you to enter the mint. All right, well, I'm going to let you go so you can get in there. My daughter said I let everyone fall. That's all right. You're a good nut. All good nuts are welcome. I'm a nut too, don't worry. I'm probably the biggest nut of all. If I've missed anybody again, sorry, but hello. I hope you enjoyed the night and have a good night. What's today? Thursday. So yeah, I'll take those coins back in disgust. I've got tons of coins. Take back. But yeah, anyway, that was all right. 6 coins. Not really. I'm really jacked off, you know. Let's face it. That's crap. Cut the niceties. Oh, Gamadi. Oh, was he there? Where is he? Ah, oh, sorry, brother. Brother Glenn. Sorry, mate. I've missed you. I've had to look right up. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, somebody did turn into a frog last night, was he? That was Peter Butterworth. "2017 Remembrance Rose." Oh, the Rosemaries. Oh, right, yeah. I'm not sure how many I got there. I think I got 2. But you sent me one of them anyway, Peter. You sent me one of them. for for my gratitude coin album, the first one. I think I've got it sitting in my case actually. I don't know if there wasn't room or you sent me that just for me. I can't remember now. I think you did, or I kept it out there for me. But I've got it in the 2x2. Ribbit, night, yeah, night, I'm going too. So, cool, and yeah, Snaps, I'll send that through to you, mate. I'll leave an email. I don't know if I've got to sign into Facebook because I haven't got the app. I've got to sign in every time, so I might just email it to you. But I don't have to sign. Oh, I better not touch them. Otherwise, I'll be here crunching for ages. All right, so have a good night, everyone. I'll be back, what's tomorrow? Friday. I should be back tomorrow night with some coins. If not, it'll be Saturday. I've got to have a rest one day. I'm really not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. That's why. Oh, I've got those 50-cent pieces to look through too. I forgot. They're all sitting here. Oh, I forgot about them. They're sitting off to the side, hiding away. Yeah, well, I've got 10 rolls there to do. So I'll do them tomorrow in the morning and decide whether to get some more coins or have a rest tomorrow night and get some for the weekend. I don't know. I'll see. Do 5 cents, $1,000 worth. Nah, man, my fingers are already split. I get dermatitis a little bit, but see those splits there? That's a little bit of dermatitis with the coin. Do you know how sore that is? It's only small, but you can see it's watering a bit there, right in there. But yeah, it pulls the nails back, you know, with the small coins. They're pretty harsh on the fingers. These $2, they're harsh. Luckily, that's pretty sore, gotta say. Last year, people would have seen that I was actually turning them like that. I don't know if people were noticing when I was turning them. Not this one. There was this one. This one that had it. It was split everywhere. I couldn't even touch it. So that's the other thing you can look forward to. Looking through all these amounts of coins is really sore split fingers, dried out, split under the skin, you know, under your fingernail coming away from your nail there because you're pulling them over, and you get 6 coins and 2 trips to the bank, $10 juice. Friday night for the bees, yeah. Oh yeah, I got all these mail calls to do as well. I can't wear gloves, mate. I did that. You'll have to look at my earlier ones, Darren. My earlier videos that I did. And I made a good point 2 years, 3 years ago when I put the gloves on that I don't like gloves. And yeah, I can't noodle, I can't turn. And the rubber gloves, yeah, well, you know. But I'll tell everybody this much, you touch your proofs and that's it. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. If you touch them, that's it. You got edge only. Edge. Always edge. Doesn't matter. You don't need gloves. I did all that and still do for eBay. Buying the proof sets, cracking them open and that. The edging you can hold. You make sure your hands are dry. If you're a sweaty person, sweaty hand, don't go touching anything on the proof. But my hands nice dry. Even if they're like that, they're dry. There's no fingerprints coming off them. They're not oily. So that's another thing you make sure. But yeah, proofs, if you touch them, that's it. And if anything drops on them, don't blow on them with your mouth, because if you get any tiny spittle on it, it'll stay and it'll stain it. if you even touch it and try to get that off there, you'll leave a scratch. You can't touch a proof. That's all there is to it. 100%, you can't touch it. Cannot touch it. You touch it, that's it. You've put marks on it, fingerprint, yeah. So watch out for them. But yeah, I couldn't use them. Anyway, the point was I couldn't wear gloves. I can't wear them. And the rubber ones, yeah, you can wear them, but don't think you can touch your proofs. You can't touch your proofs. Don't touch them. Don't touch them at all. Don't let any dust on them or anything. What I had for any dust, if there's any tiny bit dust on them, I got well, I've got it in the drawer here. Just the top of my wife's perfume. You got the squirter, you know, that pumps it out. Your little tube with the pump on there. Well, I cut that off, and so I just use that pump, and it's really got a good blast. Just hold it, make sure you stay away from the proof, and back here, and you just give it a good blast all over, and that's dry air coming out of there. Don't blow on it, complete dry air, and you pump, and it'll blow off anything on there. I learnt that from opening proof sets. When you open the old proof sets, yeah, they get nasty. They splinter, they break in and splinter, and they fall onto the coin. So the perspex bits fall onto the proof coins. You got to make sure, don't panic at all. Just got to make sure that that comes off that without touching it at all. And blowing on it is not a good idea. Your spit will stain it. So I learnt that the little, just real good blast, quick blast, and then flow off. Beautiful, no marks. So that's how I got rid of all the debris that fell on any proofs when I opened the proof set coins in the perspex, which is 87 onwards. Real dog to open, really hard to open, extremely hard to open in actual fact. But I did it, hundreds, I did them all, broke them open and sold them. So anyway, that's what you've got to be careful of with proofs, is don't touch them. Doesn't matter what you got on, don't touch them. And if anything falls on them, you've got to blow it off, but don't blow it off with a compressor and that, because that has water in it. It's got H2O in there. So don't use a compressor because you could blow water on it. Best thing is the dry air around, and just the little, even the bottle that's never been used, plastic bottle that's never had nothing in it, as long as it's dry air coming out, then there's nothing else going to come out with it. That's how you clean off a proof. Yeah, anyway, don't use a brush, don't touch it, don't blow on it. If it don't come off, you got two choices. You leave it on there, or you try and get it up, whatever, but you can make an absolute mess of your coin with scratches. And I say a mess, that's just one tiny scratch on a proof. That's a mess, because it shouldn't have anything on it. So anyway, be very careful with them. But the only way is dry blow. But all right, I'm going, yeah, Friday night bees. I'll try, but I've got all these mail calls to do too, so it's a nightmare, isn't it? I've got to do them though. Yeah, all right. So that might be tomorrow night. I might do those mail calls if I don't get coins, but then I want to do coins. Maybe that might be on a Saturday or Sunday. I think I said that last week. Anyway, I'll get around to them mail calls. They will be done. on earth as they will be done, on earth, because they ain't going to heaven. All right, people, have a good night. Thanks very much again, and I'll be back tomorrow night anyway, and tomorrow anyway with these 50-cent pieces. Gotta do the fitties, get the fitties out of the way. All right, ta-da, good night, nice star, bye-bye. Subscribe, like, share, friend me, follow me, not at home, on my Facebook. I've done the same there, it's all good, no problems at all. Okay, well, have a good night, and I'll catch everybody. Bloopers before I go. I could do a bloopers before I go too. Alright, so anyway, and good thing too, Peter, to see you dropping in and doing that you got it all under control with your chat and watching now, so that's really good. Really good. But yeah, I'll send you that stuff through, and give me 5 minutes or something, and I'll send it through to you. We're going to go and have a durry first. All right, so have a good night, and I'll catch everybody tomorrow night. All right, so ta-da for now, and bye-bye. Thanks for dropping in anyway. It's really good. All right, ta-da, bye.